National Learning Camp in Reading. The end of school year reading program. Reading is a foundational skill that serves as gateway to all other learning areas. It's a cornerstone of child's academic success, influencing their ability to understand and engage with the curriculum, participate effectively in classroom activities, and foster a lifelong love for learning. The COVID-19 impact on reading skills. The effect of the pandemic on reading skills was particularly pronounced among the second and third graders, with their reading fluency now approximately 30% behind what would be expected in a typical year. So the DepEd initiates the end of school year reading program. The initiative arises from a critical need to address the educational challenges brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic, which caused significant disruptions in the learning journey of Filipino students, particularly those transitioning from grades 1 to 3. That is coming from Barnabas 2022. What is the aim of the end of school year reading program? To facilitate a platform that will help bridge the gap in reading, ensuring that learners are equipped with the necessary foundational reading skills commensurate with their grade level. So we have here the reading program process flow. Okay, so we have the incoming grade 1, 2, and 3. So they're going to have the pre-assessment and then the reading profiles, incoming grades 1, full and moderate refresher, incoming grades 2 and 3, full refresher, the light refresher, the moderate refresher, and for grades 2 and 3, the light refresher. So we have here the lesson guide and the resources. 5-week LCRP, that is emerging, 5-week LCRP, that is developing, and 3-week LCRP, that is transitioning. And we're going to have the post-assessment, the CRLA. What curriculum will be used? For emerging, the 5-week learners have mastered competencies and skills set of alphabet knowledge and the phonological awareness, which will be prepare learners in beginning reading. For developing, by the end of 5 weeks, learners have mastered competencies and skill sets of alphabet knowledge and phonics instruction leading to word recognition. And for the transitioning, by the end of 3 weeks, learners have mastered more complex literacy, competencies, and skills focused on word reading and phrase reading to improve reading fluency. So here's the sample. By the end of 5 weeks, learners have mastered competencies and skill set of alphabet knowledge and phonological awareness, which will prepare learners in the beginning reading. So we have here the week, session, the learning competencies, and the learning objectives. So what else will be used by the teachers? So we have the lesson guide. It serves as a reference for the teachers in planning the appropriate lesson content and targeted skills that address learners' needs. We have the 19 language groups have lesson maps, and these are divided into the 3 clusters based on the reading program curriculum. So the lesson maps are named as Emerging Lesson Map or the LM1, Developing Lesson Map, the LM2, and the Transitioning Lesson Map, LM3. Each lesson map presents the distinct sequence of alphabet based on the orthography specified 19 languages. Literacy domains that need to be mastered by the specified group of learners were also identified accordingly based on the learners' reading profiles. So we have here the sample, the language group for the emerging or the lesson 1 for emerging, the mother tongue. So what's the class size and time allotment? So the class size for elementary is 1:25. The session per day is 90 minutes. Number of days per week, 3 days, that is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The Mondays and Fridays will be allotted for the teachers' planning and preparation for materials, as well as the review or evaluation of the learner's progress and performance. How can schools organize classes? So we have the option 1. Teacher handles one class with different reading profiles. Option 2. One teacher handles one class with the same reading profile. Number 3. One teacher handles one class with different grade levels and different reading profiles. And the option 4. One teacher handles one class with the same reading profiles but different grade levels. So this is the example. So what is a suggested class schedule? For the time allotment, that is 30 minutes, suggested activity introduction. So here's a description. For the 60 minutes, that's group activities and fun activities. And that is total for 90 minutes. What delivery models may be considered? The Model 1 applicable for options 1, 3, and 4. So this model is best utilized by schools with multiple reading profiles in a grade categorization. Model 2, applicable for option 2. This model is time efficient and the teacher can immediately give feedback to learners' performance and progress. What resources will be given to teachers and learners? So we have the resources for the learners, activity sheets. Learners are expected to accomplish a maximum of 5 activity sheets in each session. The activity sheets are tailored according to learners' reading level based on their reading programs. And we have also the resources for the teachers. The curriculum specifies the target competencies and skill set in each literacy domains. And for the lesson guides, it contains a scope and sequence and specific objectives of the topics related to literacy domains. So what is the allocation for the end of school year reading program? For emerging 3 days per week for 5 weeks, that is 15 days. For developing 3 days per week for 5 weeks, that is 15 days also. And for the transitioning 3 days per week for 3 weeks, that is 9 days. On the average, there are 13 days to implement the NLC reading. Each learner shall be given 5 activity sheets per day. On the average, a learner has 65 activity sheets. Reminders. All assessment results may be immediately encoded in CRLA digital dashboard by the respective teachers. The results shall be used for monitoring and evaluation of the program. Learners are not graded in this program. Assessment in the EOSY reading program are given to check the mastery of learners in preparation for reading instruction in the coming school year. And the collection of activities shall also be another basis for assessment. Portfolios shall serve as evidence of learners' progress in the duration of the end of school year reading program, which shall also be proof feedback to parents. The regional and division offices shall ensure the efficient and effective implementation of the end of school year reading program. Processes, strategies, and standards of end of school year reading program are monitored by the responsible bureaus and offices to gather feedback on the implementation of this program. Data collected from the results encoded in CRLA dashboard shall be thoroughly analyzed and utilized for benchmarking in the succeeding implementation and sustainability of programs related to reading intervention. DepEd, matatag, batang makabata, batang makabansa. Thank you.